Look at French, Rob. Look at French.
All right, cool. Cam, that's it. First fall camp starting, getting the season started. How are you feeling starting with this program, getting ready for the new season?
I feel good, honestly, from preparation wise to the guys' locker room's great. I feel the biggest thing we're focused on just getting better every day at camp. And then as we get closer to season, start game planning for teams. But I feel great right now.
And obviously you're starting off with this new group. You're starting a new town. A couple months ago you got here. What has been the best adjustment for you being here now, being around the coaches, being around your teammates? How that experience been like?
I say the best adjustment I've been able to is to come in and everybody is themselves. We act the same each and every day. Everybody comes into the building, the locker room with the right mindset every day to get better and really be a good teammate. We like to play around a lot of stuff outside of the football field, but I feel like this one of the teams that you can just walk in and you just be yourself, just come in ready to work every day.
And Mario Cristobal at ACC Media Day is saying that you're this alpha leader, you're someone that can make these playmaking abilities, whether it's good, bad, whether on the field. What does that mean to you that the coach has this full confidence in you that you can lead this team to, this organization's trying to win a lot of things?
Mm-hmm. It means a lot to me, especially coming from Coach Cristobal, someone who's going to let me lead the way that I want to lead, talk the way that I want to talk. And so, I'm blessed to be in this position, and, we're going to try to prove him right winning some football games this year.
Obviously, the first game of the season is against an in-state rival with the Gators. That's a big deal here, especially in South Florida. All the stuff between Gators and Canes, what are you looking forward to being in a rivalry like that? And just also, what are you looking forward to in camp that starts tomorrow?
I'm looking forward to camp really competing against the defense as like going back and forth, not so much as one-dimensional. We have a good day, they have a bad day, vice versa. I think we get more and better work when we going we have a good period and they have a good period. So I feel like that's the most thing I'm excited for, to finally do that. And we got the new transfers in, Damian, Tyler Barron, Sam. So I finally get some actual game reps with those guys with the pass on. So that's probably the biggest thing I'm excited for, work with those guys.
And my last question, there's always pressure with whoever's at the helm, especially at quarterback position. How do you keep yourself calm, cool and collected, knowing that even though all eyes are going to be you leading this team, leading the way?
I really don't feel anything at all, to be honest. I mean, we have nothing to lose this year. I mean, last year Miami was a 7-win team. The only way is up, in my opinion. So I feel like if we all just come with the right mindset each and every game, we'll be able to do some damage this year.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
Good luck to you, man.
Appreciate it. How you doing?
It's okay, put this over.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna get all into business, All right, this is just a little mic. Just ask you a couple crazy things. I don't know, easy.
Yep.
I was sitting here with Cam Ward on Hurricanes Media Day. Cam, first off, we're getting closer to football. That's got to be exciting. Just the fact you're going to be playing and not just the hype about being here or coming here, but actually getting on the field and playing. I'm excited from every standpoint. I mean, everybody on this team has a lot to prove, from head to toe. So, I feel like we're just ready to finally get to fall camp, work on the stuff that we need to work on, start game planning for other teams eventually down the road. So, it's a lot of excitement, but also comes a lot of responsibility too. What's your first impression of Coach Cristobal when you first met him?
I had a great first impression of him. He kept it straightforward with me, what I was coming in here to do, what he wanted to see out of me. And that's all I wanted. I wanted somebody who was going to believe in me, let me come in and be who I wanted to be the person and player that I know I'm capable of being. And he's let me do that. He's let me flourish in this environment. He's let me gravitate to a lot of people. So I've been blessed to be in this position, and it's all thanks to Coach Cristobal.
All right, so obviously in the offseason, went from possibly maybe going pro and then coming down here. What was the big decision, or that last decision for you to come down here to the University of Miami?
I just feel like I still had a lot more left on the table in college. I had a lot of things that I want to accomplish, from wins-wise to personal goals and to also to help a lot of other people out. I mean, if you look, like I made a lot of plays at the FCS level, but I didn't make enough plays that I know I'm capable of making at the Power 5 level. I made a lot of plays already on this level, but I feel like I'm capable of much more. So I think it made the decision even easier to come back, especially being here in Miami, from the coaching staff here to the players here. It was like night and day coming in. It felt like as soon as I got here, it felt like we were just like meant to be here together. So I'm excited for the opportunity that we finna get as a whole, and I know that we're gonna show up every game to play.
So now the season is right around the corner. Media day means basically tomorrow you start practicing.
Mm-hmm.
What's the excitement level for the offense? You've seen the offense now. You've seen the players. You've seen the transfers. People come in. How excited are you to run this offense now for this next season?
I'm real excited. I think we can be very explosive in the run game, in the pass game. I feel like the biggest thing I'm excited for is finally getting to go full pass with Sam, with Damian, the new guys here, so we can finally get real game speed work. I feel that's the only thing we're missing, just the pass standpoint. And it's gonna be exciting because him being at U of H already with Coach Dawson, he pretty much knows the system. So it's not really a couple new things he has to learn. Damian, he pretty much knows the system. We're gonna do stuff that that we do here, stuff that he did at Oregon State. So we're gonna fit each player to our play style, and it's gonna work out for the best, I think.
What was the first thing for you when you got to Miami, to the city? You had to do, had to try, had to look at, had to do something when you first got here in Miami.
I had to go fishing. That's the first thing. I'm a big fisherman. I heard about it. That was the first thing I had to do. I didn't get so lucky my first time, but I've been getting lucky a couple times. Me, Elijah, Strep and Zay, we went mahi fishing a couple weeks ago. It was fun. So I've been enjoying it since I've been here. And I'm keep on enjoying it.
Cuban food? Have you had Cuban food?
Not yet. I haven't. I need some good spots.
Okay.
I haven't, because it's a lot of places.
Right, we have to get.
It's a lot of places, but I want to make sure I'm going to the right spot.
Right. How much do you like Coral Gables so far in the city in general? Just how it basically revolves around the University of Miami.
I think this university is in a perfect spot. We're not too far from downtown. I think Coral Gables is the perfect spot, especially for me. I don't really like doing too much. I get a routine, I stick to it, I do the same thing every day. So it fits me. It fits me well, and I feel like it was just the right place, the right timing for everything, and at this point I'm ready to go start doing some fall camp football.
All right, last one here. You ready to get in the locker room, be the vocal leader of this team, the guy that really rallies around? Everyone rallies around. Are you ready for that?
Yes, sir. I embrace the challenge. I'm ready for the challenge. I think it's only going to make our team better. The more that I hold myself accountable, the more the team holds each other accountable. So we're ready for this moment, and we just got to seize every opportunity we get.
Cam, thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. Good luck this season.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Hey, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Gio Milian.
Cam, nice to meet you.
So, a lot of people have made a big hoopla about your comments about the rivalry, Miami, Florida State, and whatnot. Just asking you a question. Do you think maybe after that Miami, Florida game that your view on it might change a bit once you're within one of those rivalry games like Miami, Florida State?
Like, you mean like once I'm in the game?
Yeah, like after you come out of a game like that, do you think your perspective might change a bit?
We'll have to wait and see, honestly, after the game, I would say. So, you come ask me that question after the game, you probably get a different answer. But, I mean, me, I don't really worry about that stuff. You either going to succeed or you going to fail. I mean, you're going to get back up and do the same stuff every day. You're going to go up, work out, go to the weight room, watch film. So I tend not to worry about that stuff because it's going to happen one way or another. I'm going to control what I can control. Keep pushing every day that I can, and whatever the outcome is, we're gonna take it, we're gonna run with it.
There's a lot of buzz in the receivers room between the four guys: Brown, Restrepo, George, Gordon, Big Spring. Anyone aside from those guys that you think maybe might not be getting topped up enough that might surprise some people?
Not for sure. I have to say Elijah Royal. He's not a receiver, but he moves like a receiver. Somebody 250 pounds running like he does, running routes like he does is not common. So I feel like he's not getting the buzz that media-wise he might not be wanting. But I know he's not worried about that. I know he's gonna make plays for us. He knows he's gonna make plays. So I feel like it's gonna be a surprise to everyone else, but in this building, it's not gonna be a surprise to us because I throw to him every day. I know what he can do. He can run every route in the tree. He can run it to perfection. So I'm excited for Elijah Royal. I think he's gonna have a great year, and I'm just glad. I'm happy. I'm the one throwing the football. So he gonna help me out a little bit, and I'm gonna be able to help him out.
We know you took the initiative when you came this spring to kind of get with the guys, offensive linemen, wide receivers, spending time with them off the field. Anything different you did over the summer break and heading into fall camp?
What do you mean by that?
Like off field, whether it's activities, bowling, college football 25.
Yeah, we be on the game for sure. We all be on the game playing against each other and stuff.
Who's the best?
It really depends on who's using what team. I'll probably say the best person that I played against who uses us is Coop for sure. Coop knows how to, for some reason, he just knows how to use every player on the team. And he be like subbing people in and stuff. So Coop for sure the best person to use our team. Who else is good at the game? CJ is good at the game. JoJo's good at the game. But it's been good though. I wouldn't say much has changed because we still know what our end goal is. We still know what we want to accomplish. But I feel like we just gotta take it one step at a time. I feel like the more we try to look too far into the future, that's when we'll miss the little stuff. So really just taking it day by day.
Cam, do you feel like you're a different quarterback than last year in some ways?
For sure. I really do think I'm a different quarterback from mindset-wise to leadership-wise to how I carry myself. I feel like a lot has changed for me. And I took on a challenge. I wanted to be challenged. I've embraced the challenge. And I'm just excited for everybody to see what we did and what we're going to do throughout the off season and during the season. We have a lot of talented guys from both sides of the ball, defense, offense, and a lot of skill position gets the majority of the praise. But at the end of the day, we got the easiest job. The hardest job to do is play O-line, D-line. They're gonna be the reason we win a lot of football games. The D-line's gonna be the reason we win a lot of football games. So the more that they know that, the more that we can instill that in them, I feel like the better our team will be.
I'm sure you know Miami Hurricanes history. It hasn't been great the last 20 years. And some people see you as sort of the savior, for the program that was so great back in the 90s or the 2000s. How do you balance that with just the reality that, hey, I just got to put my head down and do what my coaches tell me?
I balance it well. I mean, I don't get into that. I don't really look into all that. I mean, I'm a get up one day. I'm a work out. I'm going to watch film. I'm going to go practice with my teammates. I'm going to get more chemistry with my guys. I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to do it all over again. So I try not to focus my mind on stuff like that because I can't control it. That's something that only, God can really control. And, I just keep my faith in him. And, I just do one foot in front of the other. Whatever the outcome is, I'm going to go get it.
A lot of players don't have that mindset. Where is that from your family? Or was that just how you grew up? And where do you get that from?
That's how I grew up. My mom and dad raised me that way to really not only just care about, don't really care about outside the building, only care about inside the building. The only thing that really matters to me is my teammates and the coaches and everybody else inside this building and my family. So that's the biggest thing that I put onto myself is to just wake up and be the same person football-wise that you were the day before. That's a go-getter, somebody who wanted, somebody who wants to be put in this position, somebody who wants to be challenged. And so, I take that to heart, and, I try to, just instill that until the receiving core, the O-line, my guys up front, and, whatever the outcome is, it's going to, at the end of the day, we did it together, or we didn't do it together, but we never going to point fingers at each other. We're not going to be a selfish team. And that's, I feel like, why we'll win some football games this year.
How would you assess the talent on this football team, and how much did that influence you to essentially come to the U?
That was a big part for sure. I wanted to be somewhere where I was really the only new piece as a whole. I didn't really want to go somewhere that was getting changes left and right, from players leaving and going, from coaching staff. I wanted to be somewhere where we're set. Miami returned 3 starters at O-line, Coop, J-Rib, CC. They returned Jacoby and X, their leading receivers from last year. They returned a lot of guys on defense. They were top 25 on offense and defense last year. So they were pretty much already set. You know, they added myself, Damian, Sam. That's only 3 new pieces, but the core was still here. So that's something that I want to put myself in a good position. I think I did.
And now that you played with this team in the spring, how much did that confirm your decision?
Oh, it confirmed everything. First day of spring ball, I knew who my guys was from the outside. I knew who my dogs are in front. I know my running back room. So I feel we all just put ourselves in a great position to get the best out of each other and the best out of the team.
Can you, I don't know, create a spreadsheet, or how do you, off the top of your head, you tick off this return and everything? Do you do this for other teams too?
While I was in the portal?
Yeah, when you were in the
Yes,
portal.
sir. Yes, sir, I did. My dad, he creates all the spreadsheets.
So he actually had a spreadsheet?
Yeah, me and my dad, for sure. But that was the biggest thing for myself, was to not go somewhere where it's really a whole rebuild. Because I only have 1 year left. I'm trying to make the most of it. I'm trying to win football games. That's something that I haven't really did great at the Power 5 level, was win a lot of games in the season. So I'm tired of being a 500 team. I'm trying to win a lot of football games, and I feel like me going through that process, putting myself in this position, I feel like it's going to work out in our favor.
What else, I mean, NIL money obviously, but what else went into the decision like that?
No NIL money went into my decision. I was going to get paid, I believe, regardless. So that, I feel like the more, if people try to worry about money, you won't end up getting the money that you really want to end your life, because I feel where it's mistaken, media portrays NIL money as you're set. Like, we're not set. If people think that we're set off NIL money, I don't know what's going on through their head. This shit is not setting you for life. So I feel like the more that we can consistently get through our mind that we have stuff to do, we have families to feed, the money's gonna come in the long run. Like, you look at the NFL, they're not set till they get to that second contract realistically. So that's where we're all trying to get. Yep, Tua got. I think Tua is set for sure. Tua is set for sure. So I feel like that's where it's just mistaken, is that they think NIL money is you're set. You're not set, no matter what school you're at. I don't believe a player is set for life off NIL. So a lot goes into the decision, but the biggest thing in my decision, I wanted to be surrounded by a core, a coaching staff who believes in me, and, you know, players like Coop who go get a net tag, you know, gonna block his ass off.
Kevin, so a few months ago, when you just arrived, you were talking about you were already getting to know guys. Fast forward a few months later, how much more comfort does it give you entering camp, having worked with these guys, gotten to know a lot of the players on this team?
I'm real comfortable. Ever since probably that first month, I feel like I know these guys my whole life. I mean, we all come up with the right mindset every day. We all trying to get better every day, and, you know, at the end of the day, we all got dreams. That's to go to the NFL. If it's not your dream, do that. If you got something else, but we all got one common goal. That's to win football games. The stat stuff is really out the way. I put up some stats in my previous schools. The only thing that's gonna get me to where I want to go is winning. The only thing that's gonna get our defense where they want to go is winning. So that's the biggest thing we focus on, going to camp, competing against each other, and, you know, getting to first game, second game, third game, you know, trying to come out with a win.
When you say winning, though, you know, this town, this program has been talking about it for a long time.
Yep.
They've been wanting to win consistently, and it hasn't come.
Mhm.
What gives you the confidence that you come in with this core and win right away? Obviously, your window's tight, it's small,
Yeah.
it's win now. What gives you that confidence?
I think what gives us the confidence is that we believe that shit. Coop behind you, I'll probably say he's a prime example of it. He's been here all of his college career, and he's been here in Miami, and he's been here in Miami. Now it's time for us to take another step here in Miami. So I'm just glad, you know, I get to have some input on it, get to, you know, be myself around the guys, and I feel like we're only putting ourselves in a perfect situation. I mean, they were a 7-win team last year. I was a 5-win team last year, so I feel like we was meant to be together. Honestly, you know, I'm trying to win, they trying to win, and, you know, hopefully we meet that goal that we put out for ourselves.
Have you heard from any of the other old-time quarterbacks here? Have you met any of the?
Yeah, the only one I really heard from was Toretta. I got a chance to talk to Gino. He comes up to the practice and stuff, talks to us. I know Emery's real close with him. So as he continues to come out here, you know, I'm gonna try to get some information off him. Andre Johnson, when he came during the spring, I got a chance to talk with him. He was helping me out, the receivers out during the spring game. So, you know, just little bits and pieces I try to take from those people who's done it at the highest level. who's made it to the Hall of Fame. Because I mean, the only thing that can do for me is help me. It can't make me worse.
Did your piece stand out that you took from any of those guys?
For Andre, for sure, the biggest thing that I took from him is that you have to be that guy you want to be every day. That's in the facility, that's in the weight room, that's in the film room. If you set out a goal, you got to go get it. Only one man can control that. Two men can only really control that outcome. That's yourself and that's God. So really just got to make most of every opportunity you get. And, you wake up one day, you're going to work. You don't get the opportunity you want, you're going to wake up the next day, you're still going to work. So, just put one foot in front of the other, keep working.
What did Gino say? Anything stands out?
Me and Gino, we was really just laughing around. I really didn't get a chance to, really talk ball with him like that, like I really wanted to. But I know he'll be back here in the fall during fall camp. So, I'm sure I'll have a couple more opportunities to do so.
Which of the other former UM quarterbacks besides Gino have you developed a relationship with?
Really Gino. Gino really the only one because I've seen him consistently. I'm pretty sure a lot of them will come during fall camp when Coach Cristobal lets them come to practice and stuff. So I'll get a chance to meet the other guys, but really Gino only.
Your skill set is so interesting how it seems like it doesn't even take a lot of effort to flip the ball a great distance. Was there any NFL quarterback you watched growing up and said, this guy looks like maybe something I can be? Or even in recent years, is there a pro quarterback like that?
Growing up, I was a big Mike Vick and Cam Newton fan. Yeah. Literally, I was wearing all Cam Newton new cleats, the high-top cleats he had on, I was rocking them. Nowadays, I like to watch Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes the most. They both do two same but different things. Pat, the way he can extend plays, keep his eye downfield, the way he can run the ball decisively, not taking extra hits. Aaron Rodgers at his age, the way he moves inside, in and out the pocket, the platform that he throws from confined spaces. So, that was the big thing that I want to work on, throwing from a confined space this summer, and I got way better at that. Because being a quarterback, you have the pocket, you only get a certain amount of feet to work with. You can't overstep, you can't overstride inside the pocket, and that was the big thing for me, and I feel like I got way better at that this summer.
It's easy to say, for somebody to come in and get used to the scheme and play yourself athletic-wise. How hard is leadership-wise? Is that a natural fit for you? Are you a vocal guy, or are you a more show-me guy, or are you a combination guy as you come in?
I kind of both. I got way more vocal this year for sure than what I've been in my past. But I feel like it comes with the territory of being a quarterback. I feel like it's been easy for me to lead here because I just walk in, I just be myself. We have very different leaders on our team. From Coop's probably the most vocal person on this team for sure. Jay Rivers is more of a lead by example guy. So I feel like all of our leading styles fit together. We all lead in a different type of way. Mish, I think he's the most vocal person on that defense. We got Cisco back, so he's going to be able to help out a lot. And so, I feel like we have the right pieces for the puzzle in every position. I feel like we don't lack anything at any spot on this roster. But at the end of the day, we gotta continue to come together like we are right now.
When you sought NFL feedback back in December and January, was there anything they told you that they wanted to see you improve on, NFL scouts, that was conveyed to you, areas where they wanted you to work on your game if you stayed in college?
I didn't get a chance to read in depth of this past December, but the year before, they really want to see me work on my deep ball accuracy. I felt last season I really improved on that. And that's with footwork, with timing my receivers. And I think that's only going to get better here. You look at Jacoby George, I think he's a 4.2 guy. Strep, Isaiah Horton, Sam Brown, he can fly. So I think they're going to make me look good. I believe I'll have the time up here for sure. From I got an All-American left tackle, finna be an All-American right guard, All-American right tackle. I think he's an All-American center, and I think I got All-American left guard. So I just got to make a couple plays. I know those guys up front going to do the dirty work, and, I make sure they're going to get the praise, and we're going to eat good.
I have a question for you. Me and my partner over here sitting aside, all great answers, great media from you. But if you had Inez Cooper and Jalen Rivers both hanging off a cliff, and you only can save one, who would you save?
Jay Rivers. And getting through progressions, knowing coverages, knowing the shape of the defense, rocking and rolling. And so I feel like the if I was to give any advice, it probably have to say is you have to be able to learn from other people's reps. I feel like that's where I got way better at. I've been going through ones a lot of, but I really learned the most football is when you watch the twos tape and the threes tapes. Cause it's a lot of busts offensively with routes, all that, but the ones get a different look than the twos get. The twos get different than the threes get. So I think each and every year I got tremendously better in some aspect of the game that I wanted to get better at.
What has been the biggest challenge, at least amongst you and the other transfers coming in? How it's kind of like a melting pot of where you have a mixture of young, talented guys.
Mm-hmm.
You have veterans that have kind of been through the ringer here at Miami already, and then you have you guys coming in from other programs. What's kind of been the challenges of mixing all that together?
I feel like the biggest challenge in mixing together would have to be the selfish aspect, and we haven't had any of that. But I feel like that's the only thing that can neglect us. So the less selfish we are, the better we will be. It's a fact. Every team who wins 10 plus football games, they're never a selfish team. So we're not going to be one of those teams. And as soon as we see selfishness, if it starts to creep up, we got to cut it out right then and right there. So make sure we all level-headed. We all going towards one common goal. That's get a chance to hopefully play for ACC championship, have a chance to make a run to the playoff, and hopefully get a chance to play in the national championship.
And last one, on mental toughness, there's been questions about that with Miami teams in the past. Where do you feel this team is mentally heading into the season?
We good mentally, honestly. Up and down the board. No matter what position you play, I think if you're at 1, 2, or 3, we're good mentally. I think the only thing that we're gonna have to work through is getting guys in the right position offensively. That's creating matchups. Because I think receiving core wise, tight end group wise, we have everybody can run every route. Go ball, they can run a corner. We can run double moves. Everybody can run anything. So I think the biggest thing that we just have to get right is what matchups we want to create.
Is this system completely different than what you ran, or is it a lot similar?
It's a lot of similarities. It's a lot of similarities. But it is some different stuff that Coach Dawson has that I never ran, and I love it. The stuff that he had, I wish I'd been running years prior. So it's been good, and it hasn't been too much of a learning curve. The really biggest learning curve for myself was really all the new run game footwork and stuff that we do. But the same concepts that I ran in my previous schools are the same concepts here. Might have a different name, but it's all the same stuff.
Cam, you said in the spring the biggest thing you guys have to do is come together in order for you guys to have a winning season.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like you guys done that during the summer?
I think we good. I think we're at the perfect spot right now. Mindset-wise, coming together for sure. I'm excited that personally that I get to play with guys like Jacoby George, X, Zay, Sam. I'm excited that I get to play with guys like Inez Cooper on the O-line, Jay Ribb, because those guys, they really want it. And when you got a team who really want it, you got a team who wants nothing but the best, who doesn't care about stats, who's not a selfish team, that's going to be a hard team to beat. So I think going into camp, we're at a perfect spot right now. I'm excited to get through the first couple camp practices, get through the first week, second week. As we start game planning for teams during the season, I'm excited for that. So we're going to take it one day at a time. Nothing is promised. Everything is earned in this league. And so we just got to go earn it each and every day.
Great.